Story title: My wife got me fired so she could justify cheating. So I turned her fantasy into her worst nightmare. I always knew my wife had a flair for drama, but I never thought she'd burn down my entire life just to make herself feel better about betraying me. My name's Rob, I'm 34, and I've been married to Ashley, 31, for almost 9 years. We met through mutual friends back in college. I was a quiet, introverted guy. She was a fun, extroverted, life-of-the-party type. Somehow we worked. Opposites attract, I guess. We got married pretty young. I landed a stable job as a logistics manager. Ashley did a few part-time things here and there. Nail tech, substitute teacher. Even tried starting a makeup line at one point, but nothing stuck. I never complained. I just wanted her to be happy. She used to talk about building something together. A life, a family, and I believed her. Every day I clocked in, I thought I was helping us get closer to that dream. Fast forward to 2 years ago. Ashley tells me she wants to reclaim her independence. She started getting really into these online self-help podcasts. Stuff about feminine energy, breaking free of the patriarchy, and living her truth. Cool, do your thing. Then came the new friends. She joined a fitness studio full of women who acted like every man was either controlling or disposable. And Ashley changed a lot. Suddenly I was controlling for asking when she'd be home. Insecure if I asked who she was texting. She stopped wearing her wedding ring because she doesn't need to be branded. I remember one night she came home drunk with her gym friends, laughing hysterically. I was up waiting, worried sick. She rolled her eyes and said, "You're acting like my dad, Rob. It's pathetic." I knew things were drifting, but I figured it was a phase. She needed space, maybe a little excitement. I kept showing up. I kept being loyal. She'd come back around. But I was wrong. So wrong. One night, I came home from work, and she was already sitting at the kitchen table, arms folded. "We need to talk," she said. "You've been making me miserable." I was blindsided. She launched into this whole rant about how I was emotionally unavailable, how I never supported her dreams, how I was intimidated by her growth. I was confused, hurt, but mostly shocked. Then she dropped the real bomb. "I don't think I'm in love with you anymore, and I think we need space to find ourselves." I asked if there was someone else. She said no. Lie number one. We agreed to a trial separation. She moved into her friend Kayla's place. I stayed in the house. We were supposed to work on ourselves. But in reality, Ashley was already sleeping with someone new. How do I know? Because he DM'd me. Yep, the guy she was screwing messaged me on Instagram, saying, and I quote, "Yo, man to man, I didn't know she was married. She said you were abusive and jobless." Abusive and jobless? I had never laid a hand on her. As for being jobless, I was still working full-time. That is, until I got mysteriously fired a week later. I found out Ashley had anonymously sent false HR complaints to my company's ethics hotline. She used a fake email and said I was toxic, verbally aggressive, and had multiple harassment complaints pending. My boss said it couldn't be ignored. I was out. And just like that, Ashley's lie became her reality. I was unemployed. She poisoned my name to the point that my own friends started pulling away. People whispered behind my back. I lost everything. And she walked around like she was the victim. That's when I stopped feeling sad and started planning. First, I gathered evidence. Texts, screenshots, GPS logs from our shared phone plan showing late-night hotel visits. I hired a friend who did private security to track her movements. She wasn't just dating that guy. She had 3 different men on rotation. All thought she was single but recovering from trauma. I compiled everything into a 70-page PDF dossier. Then I sent it to her family, to her fitness group's Facebook page, to her influencer brand email list where she sold empowerment coaching, and most importantly, to her latest boyfriend. Turns out he was married with a 3-month-old baby. His wife, let's just say she took the file and ran with it. Ashley's little empire of manipulation collapsed overnight. But I wasn't done. Remember the HR complaint that got me fired? I tracked the IP address she used through a Bernergy mail. Confirmed it came from Kayla's house, the same place she moved into. I presented it to a lawyer, filed a defamation and wrongful termination lawsuit. Her fake report cost me over $80,000 in lost wages and benefits. Now, she's being sued for every penny of it. She tried to deny it at first, but the tech trail didn't lie. My lawyer even found copies of her burner account login saved her Chrome browser. She wasn't even smart about it. Last I heard, she's living with her mom again. None of her 3 boyfriends talk to her anymore. She got banned from the gym after a few of the members read what she'd been up to. Her influencer brand? Gone. One of the guys she scammed even posted a TikTok about her. It went viral, and the comments were brutal. She's not just dealing with financial ruin now. Her reputation is radioactive. Her freedom turned into isolation. Her growth left her with nothing but burned bridges and public shame. And me? I got my job back. Turns out the company rehired me after learning the report was fake. I even got back pay. My boss apologized personally. I've also met someone new. She's grounded, honest, calm. The kind of woman who doesn't need to reclaim her truth by stepping on someone else. Sometimes Ashley still sends me emails. Long paragraphs filled with fake accountability, vague apologies, and the occasional "I'll always love you." I never reply, because Ashley once told me she needed to live her truth. So I helped her see it. Ugly, exposed, and unforgettable. And now, I don't hate her. I don't love her. I just see her for what she really is. A lesson I'll never forget, and a warning to anyone who confuses attention with value.